Welcome to another episode of Tap Out with Coach Peanut.
This is great. This is awesome.
Where we cover everything going on in the ring and backstage. From body slams,
What is this maniac doing?
hair pulls, and ankle locks. Let's head down to ringside and check in with Coach Peanut and the Nutty Bunch. Live from Piketon, Ohio, here's your host, Coach Peanut.
All right, welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining for another episode of Tap Out with Coach Peanut. Sorry we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. Tubster, I was trying to talk to him about it, but hopefully he can get on here soon. Having some mic issues, but welcome in, Jim and Chaz. How are you guys doing?
Good.
What's up, man? What's up?
I'm just glad to be back from Florida and all this nice weather we have here.
All right.
So I think it was actually hotter when I got back to Ohio than it was in Florida. It was like so nice down there, and I get back and it's like 92 degrees in Piketon when I got back. I'm like, what the heck?
It was the same weather, but it was just really muggy when you got back home.
Yeah, it was. I mean, well, you were down there the same time I was, wasn't you? I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I left a day early, but yeah, the heat was it's a different heat down there, but it's just straight heat. When we got back, it was just nice and muggy here.
It was. I had to mow as soon as I got back, and it was horrible. Ugh, gosh. But so we had a lot of action in wrestling. We got so much to go over. But, you know, we have the Hell in a Cell. That was last night. So when Tubster hopefully gets back on, we'll have him cover that. If he gets back on. If not, then we'll just read through the results because I didn't get to watch it. Jim said he watched some of it, and Chaz watched some of it. But I'm going to cover AEW. And what we're going to do is I'm going to skip over the MJF promo because we're going to share the screen and watch that together so we can all, like, give our thoughts on that. But, you know, and Tubster just joined. Tubster?
Yeah, I'm going to use my phone.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't know what happened.
What we're going to do is I'm going to cover AEW first, and then we'll go back to – because I didn't know for sure when you'd be back, so I'll just go ahead and cover AEW real quick. And then we'll
that's fine.
And real quick, what's up, Gabe? How are you doing? AEW Dynamite, since, you know, I haven't been on for 2 weeks because I was in Florida – we didn't have to cover the pay-per-view, but, you know, CM Punk obviously won the world title. So in the first match of Dynamite this past week, it was CM Punk and FTR versus Max Caster and the Gun Club, which it was a pretty good match. I don't know if any of you did you guys get to watch Dynamite?
Yeah.
I didn't even ask. Okay.
I didn't watch. I watched clips.
Clips. Okay.
I
So
don't think I have.
it was actually a good match. I mean, it was a really good match. CM Punk hit the
they're
GPS
teaming them up for
win.
trios, aren't they?
Yeah.
The Ass Boys are so over, dude. It's so good.
They are. Max Caster and those guys are getting better each week, it seems like, and the crowd's really getting into it. Kind of like where the Gun Club now are trying to get involved with Max Caster's rap at the end there, but it's like they keep saying the wrong city or whatever.
Right.
And, I mean, it's pretty funny.
Scissor me, daddy ass.
Did it about 3 times, didn't he? That's just wrong.
That right there is the weirdest, funniest thing about the damn show. It's like scissor me. It's like,
Scissor me, daddy ass. Dude.
But this week's promo was great. He had Amanda Hurd in there. He had Bret Hart in there. He had FTR. I mean, it was a pretty funny rap if you didn't get to see it. But what's weird is, you know, they did announce after the match who CM Punk's opponent was supposed to be for Forbidden Door, but that is not going to happen, I'm sure, because, I mean, okay, so did he really get hurt, or is this? I mean, I haven't seen anything like. Is he?
Yeah,
really
when
in surgery?
MJF did the promo, when CM Punk came down, he was proper limping and everything. So I don't think it's a shoot. I just think.
You don't think so?
Yeah, watch.
No, I think he is injured.
When he jumps in the crowd.
Yeah, when he comes out, when he's waiting for FTR, he has like one movement, and then when he jumps in the crowd and then he comes out, you can tell the movement's completely different. And then when he gets down on the ground doing his clobbering time thing, he keeps messing with his foot.
Wow, I'll have to watch that again.
And then there's a picture going on too, and it's him hugging FTR, I guess, after the match or whatever. And he's barefoot on the left foot with his kick pad pulled up, and he's got his other shoe on. So it's like he was icing it or whatever for the pitcher.
Okay, I'll have to go back and watch that again. So after they announced that, then we had the MJF.
To be fair, though, there were a few botches in that match.
There's a few botches that we said. Yeah, didn't he try to do the buckshot lariat and missed it? Or was that this one, or was that when he actually fought Hangman? I think they said he botched it really bad.
No, the one I watched on it was his tag. Yeah, he botched a drop kick and everything. There were about 3 or 4 botches in that match.
Yeah, see him botch, dude. I don't know what's going on with him.
Maybe he really is hurt, and he tried to work through it and just couldn't do it.
Yeah,
there's no Cody Rhodes.
No Cody Rhodes,
yeah. When he comes out to the match, dude, you can just tell he's hurting after he jumps in the crowd. Yeah. Quit doing that shit. Turn heel.
Yeah. So, like I said, next was the promo. We'll come back to the promo so we can cover more time on that. After that, you have Johnny Elite issued an open challenge to anybody in the locker room that wants to fight him, which is weird because he just started in AEW. But Miro comes back, and he was a beast. I mean, I don't remember him being – I mean, of course, Rusev was supposed to be this big dominant character, but, I haven't got to watch Miro at all in AEW. This is the first one. He looked really good.
He's fantastic.
Yeah, he was great. I mean, he
Plus,
came out.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying
there's no wellness policy.
No wellness policy. There you go.
Right.
But he did get the win by tap out. He had a huge pop. And what's funny is I don't know if you caught Jim Ross said that Miro looks really good and he married very well too. So,
yeah, he's been on TV for a while, dude.
It's like 4 months, or was it 6 months, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. Then you had the Jericho Appreciation Society come out, and they stopped the song again. They had to celebrate their pay-per-view win, but of course Eddie Kingston come out, interrupted them, and then Ortiz come out and attacked Jericho and cut off some of his hair. And that was just I was thinking he was going to cut the whole thing off there for a minute, and I was like, I don't see Jericho cutting off his hair. But then, William Regal issued a blood and guts challenge, which fill me in with what is a blood and guts challenge. I honestly don't know what kind of match it's supposed to be. Anybody know?
Nope.
Nope.
Nobody knows. So I don't know what it is, but they're going to have that match because Jericho said he will accept it only if Ortiz does a hair versus hair match. So that they're going to have a blood and guts match, and Ortiz and Jericho has a hair versus hair match coming up. So
it can't be Jericho losing it either. Man.
I can't see that happening. There's no way.
But Edge did cut off all his though, so who knows, man?
I guess you never know.
He looks so weird.
Yeah, it don't look like I don't have an issue with him wearing it in the suit, dude. But last night when he was in the ring gear,
yeah,
I'm like, it doesn't look good, man.
After that, you had a 10-man match, which those can always get kind of jumbled up. You had Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, Christian, Darby Allin, and Matt Hardy versus the Young Bucks, Red Dragon, and I cannot pronounce even though I watched this, I don't remember how they pronounce it, but Hikuleo. It's one of the other ones from New Japan. I don't know how to say it for sure, but the Young Bucks did get the win. It was very fast-paced. I did watch it, but like I say, I don't remember how to pronounce that name, but it was actually a pretty good match if you didn't get to see it.
That was the one that's supposed to have Jeff Hardy in it and Adam Cole, wasn't it? They took Jeff out because of whatever's going on with him.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. That's what I was wondering. It's kind of weird that it was just Matt Hardy. I didn't know what was going on with that.
Yeah, apparently Jeff's off TV for a little bit. But he looks like shit, dude. So hopefully
he has been bumped up, I think. So maybe he's getting some time.
Well, he got released from WWE, and did he have a 30-day clause or did he actually have the 90? It was short, wasn't it?
It was short.
I think it was 30. It was the 30-day because. But then again, he appeared on AEW, but he didn't wrestle straight away, did he?
No, he just came out.
So it could have been 90-day, but like it was on the roster from 30 days, I think.
Yeah,
they wrestled.
The debut was when he come out as he's Matt's getting attacked. He comes out and he stopped to do the dance first.
Yeah. Hey, man, you got to get the pop. But they wrestled on Rampage that week of his debut.
Was it the same week? I thought it was like the week after.
No, it was. They did Rampage for a few weeks to get viewers.
Okay.
I think is what it was. But he just hasn't had a break, dude, nonstop.
Yeah.
And then Darby Allin trying to kill him, dude, because that dude is so unsafe. Like 5 years max is what that kid's shelf life.
He's got some crazy moves, that's for sure.
That's all it is too, dude. It's like it's a shitstorm because he can't wrestle.
Yeah. So after that match, you had the Athena Palmer interview. The new fallen goddess is what she's going by. She didn't get to talk much before she got interrupted by Jade Cargill, and there was all the other girls that comes out with her, and then her new publicist, Stokely Hathaway.
Mm-hmm.
And then Anna Jay comes out, Chris Statlander comes out just to back her up, and they didn't really get into a fight or anything. Then after that, you had Wardlow versus JD Drake, which, of course, you knew that was going to be just a quick squash match. There wasn't much to it. But then Smart Mark comes out after that and says he has a lawsuit against Wardlow now because of the security guards getting attacked all the time. And so what does Wardlow do? He power bombs one of the security guards and just rips up the contract or the lawsuit.
Hey, we missed a week. Can we go back for just a second, dude?
What?
The cage match.
We didn't get to talk about that at all, did we?
When he power bombed that fucking dude into the cage and he just disappeared between the rings.
Yes, that guy died. I think he's still under the mat right now because that dude got slammed into it.
That shit was wild, man.
Yeah, I hated missing last week.
Them cages like not to the ring then.
Right,
there's like a few feet around it now. Like it used to be, it was like right on it.
So wonder if that was a work or not, because if it's not, then you got the ramp that led to the ring having the gap in there.
Oh,
Daniel Bryan's getting hurt, and he's off TV now. Like he's actually got a legit injury.
Yeah.
And then the cage having the space in it, and the dude fell in between there. He's probably a nobody, so if he's hurt or if he's not hurt, whoop-de-doo.
Oh, yeah.
But that could have been a serious thing.
Yeah, it could be.
What if that would have been Sean Spears that he done it to? Because he was in that match with him. Like, it's wild, man. I don't know who's engineering their stuff, dude, but it's got OSHA violation wrote all over it.
Yeah. And then after that, this was actually a good match too. Ruby Soho and Toni Storm takes on Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter, which that match was a great match. Ruby Soho did get the win because Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker was having a little back and forth, like miscommunication. And so it allowed Ruby Soho to win, which is kind of leading up to what they're thinking. Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter breaking up soon. But Jamie Hayter, I don't know if you got to see it or not, but she did look really good in that match. Then after that, it was John Moxley versus. You didn't see it?
No.
John Moxley and Daniel Garcia. That right there was another solid match. Jericho tried to come out and interfere with the match, but Eddie Kingston stopped him from doing that. And then John Moxley got the win right after that with the paradigm shift and then hitting with the submission. But he was all bloody, and he said he accepts the blood and guts challenge. Again, whatever that means, he accepted it. So we'll have to see again what that is. So before we move on to Rampage, I do want to go and share the screen so we can watch this promo, and I want to get your guys' thoughts on if it's real, if it's a work.
Did you see when Eddie was going in to attack Jericho, how he staggered, dude?
He almost fell. Yeah,
dude. Like, it's so good.
He's done that a few times when he's been going to the ring, though. I mean, I don't know if he's top heavy or what.
I don't know what it is, man. Them legs move too fast for that body, I guess.
Yeah, like Roadrunner.
All right, here we go. Okay, let me know if you can hear it.
Fight for this past Sunday.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Just a warning, there are swear words in this promo.
Oh, yes. Very good. Yes. A few of them. Yes.
Unless they bleep them out, I don't know if they do or not on this.
This set is the uncensored version. So.
I am in a lot of pain right now after what happened on Sunday. But all you people want to do is hear me talk, right? That's what you want, right? You want to hear me talk? I'll talk, but this is Max Friedman talking. Big merger, boss. A lot of important executives here tonight to watch your product. would be a real shame if something bad happened. I wouldn't want to embarrass you, man. Speaking of embarrassing, you've been trying to sit down with me to hash things out for quite some time now, haven't you? Well, guess what? Too little, too late. Here's why. When this company first started, it was all friends wrestling. Everybody was handed a ticket, except for me. See, I had to write my own. And boy, do I have good penmanship, because I created moment after moment after moment for this company, and I still get no respect. Nobody is on my level. No one. Everything I touch turns to gold. There is nothing I can't do. Every time I come out here, I am not expected to hit home runs. I am expected to hit grand slams, and I do that shit on a weekly basis. See, all the other boys, they get to settle for being great. I have to be perfect, because I'm the 26-year-old who is constantly held under a microscope, because I'm the only guy who is capable of carrying this company on my back, as I have for months. It's funny I hear boos, but I also hear clapping. That's interesting. That's interesting. Where were you guys? Where were you guys this whole weekend when you were calling me an unprofessional piece of shit? I'm just curious. You're not the only problem. No, it's the boys in the back too. Because the boys in the back all want my spot. Well, guess what? You want my spot, you can have it. Because I don't want to be here anymore. Now let's talk about you fans, huh? You people call yourself fans. You're not fans. You're uneducated marks. You sit there on your phones tweeting out your opinions like they're worth a damn. Let me explain something to you people. You don't know shit.
Oh, shit.
Your opinions suck. Your opinions change at the drop of a dime, and then you pretend your new opinions are the same as your old. For example, man, I always knew MJF was a good wrestler. Really? That's interesting. Because last time I checked, you guys pretended I sucked in the ring for a long time. And why is that, huh? Because I'm not untrained like all your faves? Because I don't pretend to watch New Japan? Because I don't dump my opponents on their head? Because I'm not reckless? What is it? Is it because I'm not chasing star ratings, guys? What is it? How could I possibly be the
Up
best?
to Kenny Omega there.
I am the best! I'm the best in the world! Because I'm the only guy who makes you feel. And unlike all those boys, I don't gotta do a bunch of bullshit to get you there. I am a generational talent, and you people consistently take me for granted. But it's not just you. It's the big man in the back, too. Here's something you guys can't take for granted. Here's something he doesn't want you to know. Do you guys know who the second biggest minute-for-minute draw is in this entire company? Nope, you wish. It's me. It's me. And if you don't believe me, do me a favor. Ask Stat Boy Tony in the back, see what he's got to say. But whatever you do, don't ask him to reach into his pockets and pay the man who's been busting his ass for him since day one. No. Make sure he hoards all that money. make sure he hoards all that money so he can give it to all the new ex-WWE guys he keeps bringing in. That can't lace my goddamn boots.
God.
Hey, boss, would you treat me better if I was an ex-WWE guy? See, maybe you don't get it, man. Here's the problem with you, boss. You got a position of power in a wrestling company when the only position you should be assuming is behind the guardrail with all of them. I don't want to wait till 2024, but you don't listen to me. So allow me to make it a little bit easier for you. Tony, I want you to fire me. Tony, don't tell me down, you piece of shit. Shut your mouth. Look at me, Tony. Look at me. I want you to fire me. You fucking mark. Fire me. Fire me.
Yeah. So let me figure out how to turn this off.
You hit the X.
I can't get my mouse back over there. Stop screen. There we go. So, Jim, was that real?
No, unfortunately, I don't think it is.
You don't think it is?
No. Is it the CM Punk 2.0 all over again?
What do you think, Chaz? Real or not?
Both.
Both?
Yep. I think he was disgruntled wanting to leave, and he had a nice little I don't know what you would call it, like a ton of shit that he was pissed off about. And then he signed a whole bunch of money before he worked that Warlord match. And then Tony's like, hey, you're disgruntled, you're pissed off, you're mad about it. Hey, go sell me tickets.
Mm-hmm.
I like his answer better.
and he did. And then they took him off all the shit. CM Punk came out and confronted him, and he jumped and went through the crowd. If he was that pissed off and it wasn't that much of a work, as soon as WWE came out of the mouth, the mic probably would have been cut and the screen probably would have been blacked.
Yeah.
And then he took off through the crowd. So that was going to set up a MJF Punk feud, which probably would have put the belt on MJF. Yeah. But I would assume it's going to be MJF versus Moxley. MJF gets the win, interim belt, waiting for Punk to come back. And then it probably sets up a nice little feud. That way they can capitalize off of it for a month or so. And then MJF gets the belt.
Tubster, what do you think?
At first I thought it was. Like, watching it, first time. And then I watched it again. And I was like, well, why are they counting him down? Like, if it's a shoot, obviously they won't be counting him down. But yeah, then obviously, there's been like reports. Obviously, yeah, we saw Punk come down, but apparently Matt Jackson came down as well, and that's when he took off through the crowd. I'm just like thinking, you just said all that, you'd have gone before anyone came down. I think it's just like you say, it's like Punk 2.0, but the Punk pipe bomb was his stuff from Ring of Honor. So that I think it's 2.5 Punk from Ring of Honor to WWE now AEW sort of stuff.
I just wonder if it's not real, at what point are they going to cut that mic off? I've watched it a few times. It's like, all right, maybe he's just like, okay, let's let him go a little bit more. And then when he gets to the end, that's when it's like, all right, we've had enough, when he just yells out F you, basically, or you're an effing mark. And I mean, it's just, I don't know what point you would have cut him off earlier. Because, I mean, you got to let him rant. I mean, he's probably going to go out there and say he's cutting a promo, because he started off like it was a real promo, like, I'm sore from Sunday, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, you know what? He just cuts right into it. So, it's just, I can't determine if it's real or not. He's a damn good actor. I mean, if it wasn't real, I mean, he did so many things out there.
Oh, he probably cut that exact promo in Tony Khan's office Sunday morning, because he did miss the autograph signing and all that.
Right. And he could have been sick, or he could have, anything could have happened.
I think he was disgruntled and pissed off about it, and then money talked Sunday morning before that match, because you got Wardlow, who's going to be the face of AEW.
Right.
That's just how it's looking. I mean, that's what it'll be. He could have went out there and did the Shawn Michaels Hulk Hogan shit, and oversold it, made him look like an absolute fool. And I think the money was put in his bank account Sunday morning.
Yeah.
I think it was real. I think it was real. He was pissed off. Like I said, he probably said the same shit, called him a mark and all that in office.
Yeah, I think that's why he said like 2024, isn't it? Because he has just signed a new contract.
Yeah, so
because it were meant to be like 2 years and then another 2 years and another 2 years sort of stuff.
I mean, do you think they're trying to set this up as like Stone Cold versus McMahon or something like that? You think?
No.
You don't
I don't
think so?
I don't think Tony ever goes into the ring.
No, I don't see him ever getting in the ring, because he's just kind of every time. I mean, I've only seen him out there a few times, and he just kind of doesn't have it. I mean, I don't know why else to say it, but like
he's got no charisma.
He doesn't. He just kind of gets on the mic and talks.
He's just bland.
Yeah,
he's a pump up. He's good at pumping up, the audience, and
Have you seen the shit with Punk, dude, where they're talking about how Punk doesn't sell?
No.
Dude, yeah, and he like freaks the fuck out. Like, dude, he's definitely coked up. Like, it's wild. Yeah, watch that interview with you probably type in Tony Khan freak out over CM Punk.
Okay.
Yeah, and he just goes on this belligerent rant. And dude, when the camera looks at him, dude, he's like wide eyed. Just I'm like, holy shit, dude! Someone just did an 8-ball in the back.
Oh jeez.
Right.
So now he owns the Jaguars too, right? Like,
no, his dad does.
His dad owns Jaguars. Okay, I thought he owned the Jaguars. Okay.
No, he's like he's Silver Spoon, you know. Like
they also own a football team in England.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's Shane McMahon if Vince let him have some, let him do something.
Here, son, go fucking start a fire.
Yeah.
Stay away from Jacksonville.
I guess we'll find out.
Stay away from my business.
Right. You mentioned it, Chaz. Like, they took everything off. I mean, they even cut their they redid their opening intro for Dynamite this week and said he's gone off everything. Yep. And if it's a work, it's like, man, you're taking a time where he's probably one of the hottest subject of wrestling right now, and everybody's talking about it. You just go on Twitter, it's all you see.
So it's like, basically, he's got people talking about wrestling again, like the way Punk did in WWE.
Yeah,
which is good. They need somebody like him. I mean, I don't see him being completely real, but
he's still cutting promos too, dude.
Yeah,
like he's sharing shit that Tony Khan says on Twitter, and was like, LOL in it and stuff, dude. Like, it's a good angle, dude. It's new. It's something different. It's like the social media age Stone Cold hates his boss type shit.
Yeah.
But
which it could be good. They could make it work, I'm sure.
It's setting up Punk and him though, man. Yeah. He's gonna come in. I think he finds a way to win that tournament. I could be wrong. Maybe they do the tournament and then Punk wins when he comes back to unify the belts, and then they set up a big angle with him.
So the thing that you sent to me earlier, is that like official how they're going to handle this then? The Battle Royal this Wednesday? Like, it's going to start off first thing Wednesday on Dynamite, a big Battle Royal. And I don't have it pulled up.
And then they're going to fight Moxley at Forbidden Door, and then whoever wins obviously gets the interim belt, and then Punk will fight them to unify.
So now Moxley gets basically a buy out of this because he's like the number one contender.
He's number one. He's number one. He's the next in line, sort of thing.
Tony Khan made up his big thing because a lot of people got in a shit fit over it. He's like 7-0 this year, no losses, and his accumulated record is better than everybody else's with the opponents he's wrestled. Yeah,
and he's not wrestling nobodies when he wrestles either. Like, kind of like how Wardlow still has not really fought anybody yet. So I mean, MJF he did, but that match right there was just. It still amazes me that like it was nothing. It was not even a match. It was just he comes out and then power bombs MJF a few times, and that was it. I mean, I don't understand that.
A few. I mean,
well,
I think it were about 7 at least.
Yeah, I shouldn't say a few. Yeah, it was a lot. Okay, so let's get to Rampage so we can get to Hell in a Cell here. Because there's no use going back and talking about Raw and SmackDown. We all know that it was just build up for the paper.
It sucked.
Oh, it's just gone bland. It's
So on Rampage, again, I know I posted in the group, but if you've not watched this opening match, you have to go watch it.
I have. It is absolutely phenomenal.
It was probably one of my favorite matches I've watched since I've came back to starting watching wrestling. It was so good. It was the Young Bucks versus the Lucha Brothers, and it was an awesome match. At one point, I think I forget which one of the Young Bucks it was, but just like stops and goes over and shakes his hand. He's like, "Come on, that was good." It was just there were so many good spots in it. But the Young Bucks did get the win after they pulled Penta's mask off, and you still didn't get
that annoyed me.
Yeah,
because it was a good match, and then that happens.
That ending was horrible. After that, it's such a great match. I think it's only like 10 or 15 minutes long if you haven't seen it. So definitely go back and watch that match. And then after that, you have Kiera Hogan versus the new Fallen Goddess, Athena. And, of course, Jade Cargill, Red Velvet, and their new publicists are all ringside. Athena did hit a diving stunner off the top rope for a win.
That's her finish, dude.
Yeah, they said that's her finisher from. I've never seen her like in any other wrestling that she was in, but
she's so good. And they put her with the worst fucking person they could have put her in. Like that chick was in the wrong spot every damn time, dude.
Really?
Yeah, and Athena, whatever you want to call her, Ember Moon, like carried the hell out of that match as much as she could. But like
is that who Athena is? Ember Moon.
Yeah. They could have gave her a blow up doll, and that bitch would have been in position. It's so bad, man.
So, do you think they're building this up already as her versus Jade Cargill, and like jumping past people like Chris Statlander and Ruby Soho? I mean, it's just like this is her debut, and they're already kind of promoting like them two fighting already. It's like
I hope they don't squash her, but if anything, I think maybe she takes the belt off Jade, and it pushes Jade up to the AEW Women's Championship picture. But we shall see.
Yeah. So after that, you had the CM Punk announcement, and that's where I was kind of confused because, like, I didn't realize that he got hurt, but you guys said, that you could obviously tell him to go back and watch it. But so he said he's going to have surgery, but he said he will be back better than ever. He said he's going to keep on going until his wheels fall off.
I'm not being funny, but don't everyone say that?
Yeah. You're going to keep on going forever. Yeah.
I mean, he's an old man.
I want to come back better than ever.
Yeah.
He's an old man too, so he's going to have like months of therapy, I would assume.
Yeah. So have they said exactly what he did? Like
it's broke, ain't it?
What did he break? Like, he broke like a.
I don't know, mate. Hang on.
Oh, that's all right. I didn't know if you guys knew for sure. While you're looking, the next match was another great match. Rampage was great this week. Scorpio Sky versus Dante Martin for the TNT Championship, and I just kind of knew with these two, you're going to have some high flying, spots, and it was Dante. He had a great match. He almost won. It was like 2 3/4 count. It was so close to getting that win, but then Scorpio Sky ended up getting the win. But about Dante, he's great in some of these big matches, but they never give him the win. So it's like he can't really advance to that big picture yet if they're not going to give him at least a win or two here and there. He's fought some big names, but he's so close.
Dude, Scorpio Sky is so bland to me, dude.
Yeah,
like it's rough.
I'm not. Here's
that picture I was talking about. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but look at it. Like he has see his feet.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah.
Yeah. So this was like after the match, so it looks like it's a pretty legit injury.
I thought he was going to show me the painting, but So, okay, Tubster, I'm going to let you cover Hell in a Cell and tell us.
Well, I think it was just like the Raw superstars that were on this.
One SmackDown match.
Yeah, that. So it started off Raw Women's Championship. Bianca Belair, Asuka, and Becky Lynch. It was a good match. I mean, it was a decent match, but Bianca Belair won, and and did her whole little thing with her hair. I mean, I can't say much, I am. And then it was Lashley against Omos and MVP.
I did see that part.
Dude, Omos.
Yeah.
He shouldn't wrestle. He just,
yeah. I couldn't tell you one because I was watching and then just lost interest right after I saw a little bit of it.
And then, well, towards the end, obviously, he went to put Lashley through a barricade and Lashley moved. And he went through a barricade and then Lashley beat MVP with Hurt Lock. Full Nelson.
Uh-huh.
Kevin Owens versus Ezekiel.
Okay.
I mean, that was quite a decent match, to be fair. Kevin Owens won. But every time he was doing stuff, he was just shouting Elias. Which I think is just his new thing.
So good.
Judgment Day against Finn Balor, AJ Styles, and Liv Morgan. Something happened to AJ Styles. I didn't quite catch what happened, but he got a cut near his eye or something.
Yeah, he was busted.
Yeah, and then every time Finn Balor were going to do something to Edge, Rhea Ripley got just stood there. Then she got into a bit of a thingy with Liv Morgan. Then Edge speared for win. So the Judgment Day. I'm not going. I don't think that should be the name. It's rubbish.
And they lost Rhea Ripley's ring gear, and I was not upset about it.
What happened?
They lost her ring gear, and she didn't get it in time, dude. So she came out in booty shorts and like fucking fishnets,
What?
dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
And then the only SmackDown match was Madcap Moss versus Happy Corbin. I fast forwarded it. Madcap Moss won. I mean, I'm sorry. It's been going on for so long. Yes, isn't it? Blah blah blah. I don't care no more.
Yeah.
I mean, because they can't carry on like AEW. They can stretch something for so long, and you're not too bored of it. This has been stretched, and
I'll tell you that
now.
feud has been going on ever since we started the show. Every time it seems like we do a preview or a recap, it's Happy Corbin, Madcap Moss. They fight. I mean, he's gonna be wrote off TV for a while, and I'm hoping that. See, I'm like one of the only Baron Corbin fans out there, dude. And
if he goes back to Lone Wolf,
yes, I think that may be what's happening, man, because they did the chair thing on his neck. Mad Cat got the clean pin. Well, I guess it's clean as you can get with that move.
No holds barred match,
Yeah, so I think he's gonna be wrote off for a while. And for the love of God, dude, like he showed he was poor Corbin, and then he's Happy Corbin. He was King Corbin. He showed he can do everything they throw at him. Just give him his gimmick back. That's what he's like in real life. And he's like what 6'7", 300 pounds, and they got him just jobbing out to people and stuff.
Yeah, and he can move. He's not exactly slow or stiff.
Yeah.
If he comes back as Lone Wolf, I'll be able to watch him.
Yep.
Because this whole Happy Corbin, I can't do it.
No, it's terrible.
They've just basically done what they've done with every other NXT guy, and just made him look like a fool.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So the next match was Theory versus Mustafa Ali. It was a decent match. I mean, they both can move. Theory defeated Mustafa Ali and then just started taking pictures everywhere, like he does. And then I think the best match of the whole show, Cody Rhodes against Seth freaking Rollins. And I mean, I didn't see any, because obviously I saw all the, in our chat and everything. I was like, right, I'm not going to see you won or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then I saw the bruise, and oh my Lord.
Yeah.
That was horrendous. I wouldn't have even, I know he wants to be, I'm going to fight. I don't want to let people down, but.
Yeah. He had to be in so much pain.
Dude, he's probably shot up with so much shit.
Yeah, no doubt.
Which I can't say that though, because he kicked out of every kick out with his left hand. And then did you guys watch where he kicked out with the right hand?
Yeah.
And dude, you ever been hit so hard you make a high pitched noise and a low pitched noise at the same time? He did that, dude. And I'm like, yep, I know that fucking hurt.
I kind of expected something to happen, like him come out and get attacked and then there's no match, or
I thought the Fiend would return.
Yeah.
Honestly, with it, I figured he's coming back to WWE, and I figured they may have just kind of express delivered it with this, but he put on a hell of a
because
match.
they put his name back to Bray Wyatt, hasn't he,
Yep.
on social media.
So yeah, and then Bray's been tweeting a lot too. So,
but Cody won the match, right? I mean that.
Yeah, I think he did like 2 Crossroads in a row after doing I think he'd done like 2 or 3 anyway.
Yeah, he did 2 in a row, and then the sledgehammer.
So was that the main event of the night?
Yeah, that's it.
And that was it. That was the big
Wasn't much.
pay-per-view. Whew.
No Pat McAfee because they only had 1 SmackDown match, so it sucked. Because Pat McAfee is so good.
So next week, I want your guys' thoughts, and you can post them in the chat. You can say them now, whatever. But I did make that message. Like, I want to come up with something, some more debate like we did the last one, because I really like that, where we're debating the top 5 list or whatever. So if you guys want to do top 5 tag teams, we can do like present day, past, a mix, or we could do Intercontinental Champ. We can do anything, just top 5 of something, whatever you guys want to do. We can do a different one each week. Whatever you want to do. I just felt like it was pretty fun to do.
Put the shit in a hat, dude. Write them all out, put them in a hat, and then every week after we do it, man,
do something different. Okay.
Yeah. So you just have to. You just got to pick one today.
Give me some suggestions. Put them in the chat. Some suggestions of what to put in that hat, and I'll do that for next week.
Well, don't do it for next week because I won't be on next week.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll do something simple for next week. We'll save a good one for you.
Okay.
All right, so that's pretty much all we got for this week. So we got Raw tonight. Wednesday, we're going to see this big battle royal for the interim championship, but that's not going to be the one that crowns it. And then they're going to go on for some other matches. But so there should be some good stuff going on this week.
Cody's going to be on Raw tonight.
Cody will be on Raw. I thought he was taking some time off.
That's what the reports earlier said. He's going to be on Raw.
Oh,
yeah, I think he's going.
Oh, he wants to come out and talk to the crowd after the. Yeah, I did see.
Who knows? We're have a fucking 4-star match. So
good. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah, but the.
So Anthony Price here says I wanted to see Bray Wyatt come back. So that's someone's a Bray Wyatt fan there. So I'd say he's going to be coming back soon because WWE has. I forget all the list of names, but I did see the meme. You've got what Roman Reigns is taking some time off. You've got the whole women's situation where you got the women walking out. You got so many stars that won't be on there. Cody Rhodes is probably going to be out for a while. They need
6
somebody.
minimum.
6 months. Yes.
Yeah, dude. Like I don't know, dude. WWE is so stale. It's just hard to keep up. But why do you want to go to WWE too, man? When you can be so much.
He could go to AEW and
be wild out there and stuff. And
he could get right on MJF's good side of being another ex-WWE superstar.
Dude, MJF, dude, will not be the same MJF in WWE.
Watered down.
No.
Watered down.
Like
that promo would have never happened in WWE the way he said it.
USA would have never allowed it.
No. That's what made that promo so good is he could just say whatever he wanted, and some of the stuff he said it wouldn't have the same impact if he didn't. It was so good. I loved it.
It's crazy, man. Like, that's why I figure he'll never go to WWE, man, unless
they change.
Not. Hey, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about WWE real quick, man, before everybody gets on.
Sure. Yeah.
Did you see where Stephanie McMahon quit a couple weeks ago?
I did.
Okay, did you see? It came out that said that WWE has not evolved and has been stale and stagnant is why she left. And there are now reports saying that WWE higher-ups wanted WWE to bury Stephanie on her way out. I'm like, what? Dude, how vindictive can you be? That's the boss's daughter. Like
now Jarrett reports only to Vince.
Yeah. Like who only reports to Vince?
Jarrett's back. He only reports to Vince.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. But how bad's your product when your daughter leaves?
Yeah.
But can you blame her? They took everything away from her and Hunter.
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. Ruined his NXT, and then hasn't evolved the product at all, dude. Like it's crazy. Look at this guy right here. Is this
what is it?
Bobby versus Opens match? Oh, never mind. Okay. I thought when I first read it, I thought he was praising Bobby and Omos.
Is this?
Hey, you could be tired of seeing that Cody versus Rollins match, but it's been the best match every time they've been on.
Yeah, they've been pretty good. They have. I mean,
yeah. And let's not act like Rollins hasn't carried that company either, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
he did for a long time. Hey, but we got about 6 months of no Rollins versus Cody, so
yeah,
your wish is granted, my dude.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks for being on tonight. I really appreciate it. And we'll be right back next Monday. No break. We'll have next Monday, and I will figure out what we're going to throw your suggestions in the hat. And for all you watching, throw your suggestions on the page. You go to Coach Peanut on Facebook, the sports page. Put on there what you want to see on as far as debates. Top wrestlers, top women's wrestler, top women's tag team, whatever you want to do. We'll do something. Top villains of all time. Something. We'll come up with something crazy. But we'll be back next Monday at 6 Eastern time. And I'm going to go ahead and play the Blue Collar Media Group because, Blue Collar Media Group has all these great shows: wrestling, baseball, basketball, football. They've got UFC. They've got a betting show. Anything you want to watch on sports, they've got a different show almost every night about it. They've got the gamer side of it. So they have everything. So I want to give a thanks to them. And I'm going to play the video, and I will see you guys next week.
Don't they remember have a show where you eat wieners?
What is it?
Don't they have a show where you eat wieners?
Yes, we'll have that show coming out soon.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, and remember, technically speaking, The Undertaker is the biggest mark in pro wrestling.
Yes.
Happy Thursday, y'all. Happy Thursday.
I'm your host, Andrew Kahn. This is the Boomtown Pod.
Add into the Lap Pod is where you're watching today's stream.
Stuck him!
It is Blue Collar Game Day. I am your host.
Oh my God, I got a kill!
Get out of my Welcome to episode 277 of the Official Butthole Podcast.
Get him.
Got him.
Beautiful.
Better together.
Better together.
We're better together.
Better together.
Better together.